Hello aspirants, this is me Yasmin Gill presenting to you the PIB MCQs of 3rd of February. So do follow all these videos on this particular link, plus there's a separate course live for the month of February MCQs. So you can rate and review the course. And how can you rate and review? For that you can go on Unacademy's overview lesson, which is presented in the February course only. So let's begin. Firstly, with a couple of instructions, do watch yesterday's PIB summary, plus after attempting all these questions, do mention your scorecard. Beginning with the first question. Which among them is true? A. Article 240 provides for reservation in urban local bodies. B. Provision for municipalities is inserted in Part 9B of Constitution. C. Article 371A deals with special provisions related to Nagaland. So coming to the options here, first part is wrong. Why? Because urban local bodies as well as panchayats, they are covered in Article 243 and not in 240. If you look at B, provision for municipalities is in Part 9th A and not in 9th B. Do tell in the comment section what is located in 9th B then. And if you look at C part, Article 371A, yes, it deals with special provisions related to Nagaland. Why news? Because there have been protests, particularly in the capital, that is Kohima, in Nagaland. Why? Because of the provision that women reservation is to be granted in urban local bodies. So they say that it is against their culture. So we here have only C as the correct answer. Next question. What is true of the Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights? A. The UN Human Rights Council was created by UN Security Council in 2006. B. Human Rights Council replaced the former UN Commission on Human Rights. C. Members of the Council serve for a period of 3 years and are not eligible for immediate re-election after serving 2 consecutive terms. D. India's term for the same will expire in 2019. So looking at the options here, first is wrong. Why? Because Human Rights Council was created by General Assembly. If you look at B, yes, it replaced former UN Commission on Human Rights. If you look at C, C is also correct. D is wrong. Why? Because India's current term will expire in 2017 and not in 2019. So why this is important? Because this particular council has come up with a report regarding Rohingyas. So coming to next part, which is the question pertaining to Rohingyas. What is true of Rohingyas? A. They are an ethnic Buddhist group. B. Almost all live in the Rakhine state of Myanmar. C. Both of them are correct. Or D. None of them is correct. So hereby only B is correct. Why? Because ethnically they belong to Muslim religion and not Buddhism. But yes, they do speak a dialect of Bengali. So only B is correct here. Next, coming to next question. What is true among them? A. Louvre Museum is located in Germany. B. It is located on the banks of river Danube. C. Both of them are correct. Or D. None of them is correct. So hereby none of the above are correct. Why? Because this a very famous museum, Louvre Museum, it is located in Paris in France, and then obviously it won't be on Danube. Rather, it is located on River Seine. So why news? Because there was a suspected terror attack, not terror attack as such. It was basically managed by the police there, so the terror attack couldn't occur. So this is located in Paris in a very famous museum, and it also houses the Mona Lisa portrait as well. Then we have which among them is true. A. PMI stands for Purchasing Monthly Index. B. It is an indicator of business activity in services alone. C. A figure above 50 denotes expansion in business activity. D. US-based Institute of Supply Management comes up with this index each month. So look at the options. First one is wrong. Why? Because PMI stands for Purchasing Managers Index. B. Not just for services but also for manufacturing. C. A figure above 50. Yes, it denotes activity in business or expansion in business. If you look at D, yes, this is the institute. It comes up with PMI every month. So we here have C and D as the correct options. Next question, which among them is true? A. Mulberry silkworms are domesticated. B. Sub-Himalayan region of India is very famous for oak sar silk variety. C. Mugga silk is peculiar to Assam and is red in color. So looking at options, first is correct. Therefore the non-wild variety, non-mulberry variety or the Vanya silk, it is known as wild variety. So non-mulberry is actually wild one, while the mulberry silkworms, they are domesticated. If you look at B, yes, this is absolutely correct. If you look at C, Mugga silk, though it is peculiar to Assam, but it is not red in color. Rather, this particular silk variety is actually known by its color, so it is golden in color. So we here have A and B as the correct options. Also, Central Silk Board is a statutory body that comes under Ministry of Textiles. Next, we have what is true of Central Council of Indian Medicine. A. It is a statutory body. B. It comes under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. C. Both of them are correct. Or D. None of them is correct. So hereby we have only A as correct. Why? Because this particular council, CCIM, it comes under Ministry of Ayush and not under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The role for it is given, and we did it in yesterday's PIB lecture as well. Next, coming to question, I think the second last question. So what is true among them? A, part 14th deals with tribunals. B, Administrative Tribunals Act authorizes Centre to establish central as well as state tribunals. C, Chairmen and members of the state administrative tribunals are appointed by governor. D, CAT was established, by CAT I mean here Central Administrative Tribunal. So it was established in 1985. E, CAT is bound by Civil Procedure Code. So see, first part wrong. Why? Because tribunals come under part 14th A. If you look at B, Administrative tribunals, yes, centre is authorized for both centre as well as state tribunal formation. See, chairman and members of state tribunals are appointed by governor. This is wrong. They are appointed by president after consultation with governor. D is absolutely correct. E is wrong. Why? Because this body is not, or this tribunal is not bound by Civil Procedure Code. Rather, it has a flexible working and it works on the principle of natural justice. So we here have B and D as the correct answer. Next question, with which country does India conduct eco-warring exercise? Mauritius, Maldives, Malaysia, none of the above. So the correct answer to this question is we conduct eco-warring with Maldives. Next question and last question, what is true of APIDA? A, it is a statutory body. B, it comes under Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. C, both of them are correct, or D, none of them is correct. So just yesterday we did regarding APIDA body, and it pertains to the agricultural exports. So if you look at the correct answer here, it's only A. B is wrong. Why? Because this body comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So friends, that's it for today. In case you find the initiative useful, please do not forget to rate and review the course. Thank you so much.